you sure you don't have like good friends who are like pale divorced anganga, cheza cheza chini incognito? Asking for a friend. I'm gonna go through a phone book later. I'm like, nah. Mama, I like it.
I'll check.
Cool.
Most probably there could be.
Dude, I would never ever go on a blind date that you've set up.
My recommendations always work.
Dude,
My
no.
recommendations always work. So you better take my recommendations. They're the best.
I is happy where I is.
It's nice to see you once again.
You too.
Welcome everybody. Welcome all our viewers from whichever part of Kenya or the world you're watching us from,
Yes.
engaging us from. We are on Single Parenthood. You can find us on Facebook, and you can find us also on Conchita.
YouTube,
Yeah.
where episodes are premiered every Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So last week, Conchita, we
Yeah.
were just, catching up on,
Sure.
after a long period of time, having had different levels of conversations with people and
Yeah.
changes in the world.
Yeah.
One of the things that I picked two things out of our conversation last time, and I wanted us to maybe we can talk about them
Sure.
and see how much fun we can have with it. I'm out of the game.
Clearly.
Happily out of the game.
Yeah.
But you are still in the game. You're still in the game. So how has dating been for you? How was it? How has it been dating, being a single parent and dating? I know previous episodes we talked about dating.
Yeah.
But within this period of time, how has dating been for you?
Dating has been fine. To be quite honest, you see,
Define fun.
let's just say Mama is happy.
That's fun enough.
No, I'll say dating has been really fun and different for the last like a year plus. This is because one thing is whenever I date, I've never dated with the idea of like looking for a stepfather for my kid or dating to get married. I've always dated someone to create memories with.
Oh.
So for me, it's always, that's why you've also told me that it's very weird that I'm very good friends with my exes.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people find it weird.
Oh.
But
Is
it's,
it really weird?
it depends with how
I don't
people...
know whether weird
I
is the
am
right
very
word
good
for
friends with my exes. We shake our drinks, we go out dancing, partying, all those things. It's because for me, I've always, like from day one, always told them I'm here for a good time, not a long time. So when my time
a
reaches
good
to
time,
exodus,
not a long time.
Exactly.
That's a good one.
So when my time reaches to do like exodus, that's it. Because I knew back then when I was dating them, I was never ready for something serious. I got married at such a young age. And I became a wife, a mother at such a young age. So when my mates during like, the time that they were, experiencing this and that, I was busy being a wife, being a mom, like I'd given up that world.
So you're trying to say that you're playing catch up.
I have played catch up. And I am not going to lie about it. I have played catch up and I knew for a fact I gave myself 5 years just to discover like who Conchita is. Reason being, like right now, I'm in the point whereby I can actually have a serious relationship with an individual because I got to explore, I got to experience, and I got to learn more about myself as an individual. Even the type of men that I like, actually. Like, I never realized I have a type. Weirdly, yeah, I'm too bubbly for life. You know me, I'm a very happy person. I realize I'm always attracting very calm guys, and I like it because like they calm me down. They get to understand who I am as an individual, and when I'm like yapping, and like they're like, "Oh, come here."
Oh.
There you go. And I like that. Like, shut up. It's more of like them telling me, shut the F up, but politely. Because they know I'm like, what the? Yeah, so I would say dating for me has been fine. And that's why I'm able to sit down with my exes, have a coffee, go out for drinks, go out for dinner. Sometimes they even call me, they're telling me, oh, you're doing bad. I'm like, yes, I am. They're like, dress up, I'm taking you out for dinner, and we go there and we just catch up with them. So they're like, here's how it is. I get to meet like now their girlfriends who are amazing. It's more of like, I've always told them, like, again, like I said, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. That was me.
But Conchita, come on. let's. I hear you. I hear
Yeah.
you. But we're human beings.
Sure.
Right? We're human beings.
Sure.
We are
Those I
born to
like.
feel.
Those I kind of liked.
Hold on. Hold
I
on.
know you're going.
We are born to feel some level of, sometimes jealousy, sometimes some regrets, sometimes desires to go back and whatnot. In this aspect of you dating, because look,
There's-
you were married when you're
Very
pretty
young,
right?
yeah, sure.
So basically, you played catch up and you've caught it.
I caught it, all right.
You're at the pinnacle of things at the moment. So, how was it for you? What were some of those, funny things that you found out dating after a long period of time?
As a single parent?
And where were you finding the difficulties, especially being a single mother?
Yeah.
You have to manage your career.
Yes.
And I know us guys,
Demanding.
we love attention, no matter
Tell
how
me
quiet
about
we are.
it. Well, I've been in situations whereby guys don't understand why I have to leave a party on a Saturday very early.
What's early?
Like, let's say by 11 p.m.
Huh?
Baba, relax. No, the main reason as to why I had to do that is because, I know, for example, if my daughter is not with the dad for the weekend, I'm with her. That means on a Sunday, the nanny doesn't give a fudge about it. That's a day off, So I have to be there to at least catch up with that. And for me, I have a tradition whereby most Friday nights I will spend with my daughter because we do like my Chinese restaurant and all that.
Yeah.
So I'll be like, I'll see you after 10. So I have been in situations whereby and this is one of the things, like I will say one of the deal breaker as to why I never used to move forward is because there's one guy who actually tried to interfere with that. And that was it. My friend, we are here to help each other. So you're helping me, I'm helping you. Aina makasiriko. So naniletea makasiriko nikispend time na mtoto mwenye nimembeba 9 months. Like, oh, you're spending too much time. Oh, you are late.
Oh.
First of all, you don't get to control my time. I have my own place. You have your own place.
But what happens when you say, for example, that you had some mommy duties to take care of?
So for those who understand, actually, and I came to realize for the guys that have dated, and I like dating guys with kids because they do understand, but some who I dated who don't have kids, they never would understand that, because let's say that time we're playing couple, so now I have to leave him alone. All our friends are coupled up, so I don't know, maybe he feels like that willing, but I'm like, my nigga, I've been that willing for a very long time. Like, welcome to the hood. Like, it's part of life. Like, so I have experienced those guys whereby they do want to control. I've experienced, I dated guys who wanted a move in with them, As I've been proposed to so many times. Sorry, honeys.
So sad.
So sad, yeah. It's not you, it's me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's me. Sorry.
It's literally her.
It is literally me, because I knew, and
Yeah.
I had that very honest conversation. I was never ready then to be in a serious relationship with anyone, because that means I have to introduce my kid. And for me, I have never, and this is something guys will tell you, I've dated guys, I have never introduced them to my daughter.
Why?
Because I have my own principles and rules.
Okay.
Ken, have you met me? Can you imagine how many guys I will be introducing to my daughter? She will be confused. Bruv. Like, remember, this is a time whereby I am doing a 3 months business working days.
You have to use a targeted approach.
That's the whole thing. I never go out looking for someone. Like, it happens. I kind of like natural connection. But I have never introduced my daughter to any guy that I've been romantically involved with. And this, I've had issues with some guys. Like, I've had someone showing up at my door unannounced, which I hate. And my daughter was there, and I just gave him the look of like, you better disappear.
But, sometimes, guys, we sometimes love you guys because maybe you're a single parent.
A lot of people, and actually something I've come to realize is most guys used to date me because I'm a single parent. Then it came the issue whereby all of them want to get me pregnant. I'm like, is it written like ovary donation point, man?
But you've already produced a very beautiful
Yes,
one.
but you see, that's the thing.
There's the curiosity of
No,
knowing.
can you imagine? I'm already dealing with one. Yes. No, imagine having 2 baby daddies. Brav. Asha. Awe, I'm saying, najipenda. It's already headache. Now imagine I'm dealing with this father, then this other father. I can't do that to myself. No. And that's the thing. With time, I came to realize it's just not for me. So when I was dating for me for fun, to create memories. And my goodness, I have beautiful memories. I'll not lie. But those are like in the past, you know? And I've made it, my boundaries, you know me, my boundaries are very clear, especially when it comes to dating as a mom. Because I have someone who I don't want to have to be confused. Like, you know, someone growing up with daddy issues. Hell no, I'm not trying to do that to my kid.
But and then at what point do you think it would be appropriate to, for example, introduce...
Right now, at least I can say I can date someone seriously. Any guy I'm dating right now,
It's serious.
it's...
Any guy, folks, any guy she is dating right
Any
now
guy
is
I
serious.
try
so if
to
it's
date.
you, it's serious. Just know it's serious. And
I am trying to be serious. It again, you lead, I follow. You wanna play games, we're gonna play games. We are going to do that. So it's either we're in it together or we are host together. So you choose. Again, Nikanairo, Aitaki Makasiriko.
Inicity.
Inicity.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are still having fantastic conversation with the lovely Conchita.
Thank
But
you.
then, Conchita, tell me, don't you think in the process of dating, you know, with all the principles that you're putting across, of course, you have your principles
Yeah.
as a mother, the fear of, you know, you don't want your daughter to be exposed to different kind of people.
Yeah.
All that is understandable.
Yeah.
But to you as Conchita,
Yeah.
don't you see a downside to that? Is there progression?
Oh my God, there is a downside to that. I know for a fact I've lost amazing men who felt that I never trusted them enough to introduce my kid.
We apologize all the men that most probably Conchita has turned you down. She's giving the reason now. Please proceed.
As a parent, as a mother for myself, yeah, it's because I wasn't ready for that. I wasn't in that phase in life whereby I'm seeing a future. And if I don't see a future with you, I am just going to be there for a good time. And when my time comes, I'm out. Next. You know? Because there's no attachment to it. So I feel like introducing my kid, that meant some sort of attachment for her. Because every single time, oh, uya kwapi, where is Nani, you understand? At that time, I've forgotten I'm on to another thing. How do I start, you know, having that conversation? So I tended to avoid that because I made that mistake once. Or someone I was seeing, we were very serious. Actually, that's only the only person who has met my daughter, like, in a proper setup. Like, hey, you know, like we do dinners, we do, you know, like such kind of like blending. We're trying to blend our family together. But again, like when I looked within myself, I just wasn't ready for that. I wasn't ready for marriage, man. I wasn't. And it's the fact. So by the time explaining that to a man, if he's grown, you will understand. If he's not grown, my friend, nilipata ma-FU kama zote, niko like sasa nitafanya nini? Okay, just take it.
But what about Arya in this case? Don't you think it also affects
It affects her, and that's what I'm saying. It did affect her because she'd been fond of this person. And every time it's question, where is this person, is this individual? And I'm like, okay. Proof. Well, he traveled. He's out of the country for a very, very long time. You're a parent, you have to improvise. I can't start telling her, oh, we broke up. No.
You have to be innovative.
That's not a business. Yes, you have to innovate. So for me, I've always kept it very clear. I lied that he traveled, he moved out of the country, and we'll be seeing him after a while.
With the hope that the questions will subside.
My daughter till today, she keeps on wanting me to date. When I go out, she'll be like, ooh, wear lipstick, you know. Like, you know, my daughter is like my twin, you know. She'll be like, ooh, mom, we're looking good. God represent us. And I'm like, child, I am not getting your stepfather when I'm going out. I'm going to have some savannas. So relax.
So talking about dating,
Yeah.
and I'm pretty sure you possibly have also dated people with children.
I love people with children.
Maybe with baby mama, they call it.
Yeah.
And there are those also without baby mama and all that.
Sure.
Perhaps we start with the baby mama part.
Actually-
have you ever dated somebody with a child and the mother of the child is still not really in the picture, but you know the stories that we hear around. You know,
Sure.
we are living together but not in the same room. Kind of situations. There's always the drama of sijui I don't know, mtoto sijui needs this and the other.
Wanapeleka kwa mwanamke wako.
Yeah,
I know that right.
uko zile date, but those things. So have you been in such situations?
I myself am in that situation because with my daughter's father, he already has another family. So you can imagine from that end, I'm a baby mama, though I'm not. Court doesn't allocate alimony to baby mamas.
You're a baby mama anyway.
I'm an ex-wife. But anyway, yes.
You're an
let's say
ex-wife.
I'm an ex-wife. But
Let's get it clear.
yeah, I'm an ex-wife. I'm not a baby mama.
So
But-
you don't have the drama.
Oh no, I get drama. But all I'll say is if I
You produce
qualify,
the drama as well.
oh hell no! You give me drama, I give you drama. You know, like Kin, you know me. How you approach me is how I reciprocate. You wanna come with the high horse, I will come there. We meet up. It's maturity.
Yeah.
So there's some people who will say I'm a baby mama, which is okay. I really don't mind. It's just a name. For me, I just know this person's mother. And I've been in that situation. And I've also experienced it from the other, whereby I individually, I am that baby mama, as people want to say. And I've dated someone with the similar situation. Now, two, one hated me. Every single time, you know, like she will hear like, guys. But again, it's how the guy approached the situation. The other one and I, oh my God, to the point where by the guy I was dating, he was like, should you two get a room? Because we bonded, you know, it was really great. Now, this was the approach. For my situation, I didn't like how it was handled initially because I had a very clear conversation. Like when it reaches a point whereby you have someone you want to introduce to our daughter, let me know. At least I have that one-on-one conversation. It doesn't. But
No, well, but
Yeah.
But of what importance is it?
so you see, for me,
Why do you want to meet her?
I don't want to meet her.
Yeah.
I want to talk to my daughter about another person. So for a very long time, when my shit was done and I knew it was done, like zero interest of going back there, I started talking to my child. In fact, in terms of like, one day your dad you'll have a new mommy and you might have a new daddy from my end. So with her growing up, that thing was instilled. So when my daughter's father went and introduced his partner to our daughter without like giving me a heads up, like, you know, is that time? Like, you know, when she came back home, there's so many questions that I was like, you could have just told me. I would have handled this before. So when she's coming to meet this person, it's easy. But it was more of like buying. So you understand?
Were you asking her quite a number of questions?
Why would I? I Kin, my friend. Kin, need drama. I don't.
One
My
thing I
daughter.
One thing I know.
Yes.
Sorry to digress here.
Yeah.
But one thing I know is that a lot of relationships that have baby mama situations in between. For example, a lady who is co-parenting with another guy, and the child goes over for the weekend and all of that.
Yeah.
There's always the push and pull. Of
Let me tell you, Ken,
where they stay, what do they do?
At first, I
want
used to
meet them.
think that was a
What's the deal with that?
situation. At first, I used to think that was a situation until I met a guy who was the issue. Now, that was telling you the two scenarios that I've experienced. The one with my favorite ex, you know, whereby I talked to him, I told him, like, you better let this woman know I'm in this picture. And if at all you want me to meet your kids, she has the right to know that this someone I'm seeing, she will meet, you know, this kid. And the lady, and I think that's where I got my shit from. She was very calm. She's like, okay, I don't mind. If she's okay, we can have a conversation. And he came and asked me, do you mind? And I was like, I'm easy. And we sat down, me and the lady, cool. I was like, listen, I'm not stepping boundaries. I'm not trying to replace you as a mother. I'm just with this guy. So if your kid is with him and I'm around, I need you to know this kid is safe. Easy conversation. The other one did not approach that, you know. In fact, I look at him, my baby mama is crazy. My baby mama is psycho. And I'm like, is she psycho? There are those who are psycho, yes. I'm like, is she psycho? Or are you creating a situation whereby you want me to think this person is psycho too? And that scenario has happened a lot, kid.
Karibu Nairobi.
Karibu Kanairo. And I have been put there. And for me, I can understand my separation wasn't amicable. It was Nini and all that. Yeah. But the thing is, I remember very well, and this is a conversation I had with my daughter's father. I talked to him, and he can't deny this. I talked to him, I told him, listen, if this is the woman you would truly, truly want to be with, I'm okay. If you guys want to go for holidays with, our daughter, I'm okay. You guys can go. At the end of the day, I don't know tomorrow. I may collapse. This is the woman who will take care of my kid. Mimi, as long as ajanichapia mtoto ajanifanyia mtoto nini, I will never cross that line. As long as also she understands the lines she can't be able to cross. Eventually, maybe one day we will sit down, have a conversation. Like as a woman to woman is okay. But as for now, you've portrayed a picture that I'm crazy, so let me be crazy.
Have you ever come to another woman to woman?
Yes. There's one who came to me. Yes, there's one who came to me. I'm coming woman. I don't understand why women have to be like woman to woman. Sweetie, tell me.
I thought by the time the two of you are meeting, you're already women.
We're already not only that. It's more of like
what's the concept of I'm coming to you woman to woman.
There's a line of disrespect.
When are you when are you coming to another person, woman to man, and you're another woman?
Oh my God, okay. This is gonna go to like part 2 because we're going to have a very genuine conversation with it. Let me tell you one thing. I remember when I was having this conversation, one thing first, there's this notion, and this is something that my ex-mother-in-law told me, and it's one of the most, I will say, stupid ass conversation or something that anyone would ever say to me. And I remember a certain line was crossed, and I talked to her because I'm like, listen, I can't get through to your son. You're the person who can be able to talk to him. And I remember she told me, and this was the conversation, you need to start moving on with your life. People have moved on. And I was like, hello, hey.
Yeah.
The fact that I haven't given birth to another kid, or the fact that I chose not to get married, it doesn't mean I haven't moved on.
Well, if you're still hanging out around her son.
First of all, I don't hang around anybody's son. For me, it's different. With my ex-boyfriends, we had a mutual agreement with this person. And you see, that's the thing that I hate. Whenever I talk about my ex, people automatically assume is the child's father. No. My God, I have exes. I have ex-fiancés. Like, this is just because, I have a kid, people get to see, people automatically assume I'm talking about this individual.
Yeah.
No. My goodness, no. But when it comes to, someone who is there staying with my daughter, I feel like it is appropriate to be like, listen, if this child is with me, I'm okay. And that is the conversation I had to have with my daughter's father, because I realized there was a drift that he was putting. And to be quite honest, it is. And I told him, it is your fault. Because you want to to play a narrative that is not there. So, as long as she has never touched my daughter, and oh my goodness, my daughter adores her, I'm okay with that. I am good. And that is something I can attest to it. And the other thing I told him is, whatever happens is right now you have 2 kids. There's not going to be separation. These kids need to grow up as siblings. There's no in between. That is a conversation, a one-on-one conversation I had with him. And I told him, when the time comes, this respect I'm according you, you also need to accord the same to the person who's going to be a stepfather to your kid. Kim, we need a part 2 for this. If this is the first time listening to us, welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's talk about how single parenthood life is affecting you and share your experiences. Also, don't forget to rate us and review on Apple Podcasts, comment on YouTube, and share on that Spotify link. Find us on SoundCloud, Spotify, or anywhere you get your podcast. Our socials are Single Parenthood all across the board. Ciao! See you on the next episode.